when I first started seeing your content, a lot of it was on TikTok, and I was like, damn, dude, this dude's like recording himself arguing with his wife. Mm-hmm. And I think that kind of shocks people, right? Because it's like a pattern interrupt. Nobody's doing that, right? But then I realized, like, yo, this is the same shit that everybody's doing, right? Everybody's arguing with their wife. Everybody's getting into stuff, and they just don't post it.
Yeah.
So the more and more I consumed your content, and obviously the sober thing kind of, you know, really was enticing about your content, but the more and more I consume it, it's like, man, there's not many people that are this real and this transparent with their content. So like, when it comes to having a sober living and creating content, I know you get a lot of flack for that, but you know, what are the biggest challenges with that?
People like expecting the owner of a sober living to be some cookie cutter person. The owner of a sober living is a sober person who was at one point in time a drug addict, who is, you know, has flaws. That's the truth. And I think a lot of people are pretending. Anyone who has a company or a business or a storefront, or our culture wants us to be is expecting us to present our best self. And I don't really see the value in that. I think that's like fake. That's bullshit. And I also think that I think that our world today is ready for something different and something more real. Like, that's why I love Joe Rogan, because he's real. I mean, I took it, I think, a little further than him or anyone. Like, I'm like, all right, you know, how can I be original? How can I be different? You know?
Right.
So that's like the fighting stuff. But it's not just me and my wife fighting. But you said the challenge, I guess, just being misunderstood and, you know, having people, you know, see those parts of me and just assume that I'm like a bad guy because I'm showing those parts. I don't know. I think that people get confused by that, and they judge real quick, or maybe they see like one video where I'm like kind of acting like, you know, maybe a little bit of an asshole. I might seem like I'm being an asshole, which we all have the tendency to be at one point or another. And they think that's like who I am. And then, they don't like me, and I want people to like me. So when people don't like me, it hurts.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then also like the industry and the anonymity part of like sobriety is, I think a lot of people, it just makes them feel uncomfortable, and they don't like it at first.
Yeah.
Anything new is going to be perceived as like, you know, whatever, polarizing.
Yeah.
You know? So
right.
I guess those are the challenges.